The problem isn't that you're not a genius, that you're not talented, that you don't have wisdom and abilities and resourcefulness, and that you're not Michael Jordan. That's not the problem. The problem is you're not focused. Focused work, you could quickly become, in a matter of months, an expert at something if you just focus in on it and dedicate your life to that thing. So I've got a 3-step process you can use to stay more focused and get your work done. Let's do it.
Want a soar? Get a mentor. Hey, this is Nina Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back. A lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there's something more inside you as well. You've got Michael Jordan level talent at something. So today let's learn from one of the best, my husband Evan Carmichael, and son of his motivations, Mentor Me Evan. Okay, let's kick it off with rule #1, focus.
The problem isn't that you're not a genius, that you're not talented, that you don't have wisdom and abilities and resourcefulness, and that you're not Michael Jordan. That's not the problem. The problem is you're not focused. You're not doing the things that you need to do. I just came back from Video Marketing World in Dallas, and I was being asked about where to spend your time, which social media sites to spend time on. And I think this is a classic example of where entrepreneurs fail. Is you're trying to do everything, and as a result you suck everywhere and feel burnt out, tapped out, and not building momentum. If you get to the end of a week and you feel like you worked your face off, but you look back and what did I get done? If that's how you're ending a week, you worked hard and you feel like what did I get done? You're not focused. You're switching between tasks too much. Instead of having all of these social media sites at the same time, pick one and crush it. I quoted Andrew Carnegie at my event, at my speech. My favorite quote from him is, put all your eggs in one basket and then watch that basket. Everybody's saying diversify, diversify, diversify. Have 18 different multiple streams of income. Look at the people who are a one-person show with 18 streams of income. They're making no money. You're making $10 a month from this and $25 a month from that and 18 cents from this. You're not making money. Now, as you build and scale and grow and you have a team like I do, I've got 24 people on my team, okay, great, now it might be time to diversify. But as a solo person, you can't do everything yourself. And you are a genius, you have Michael Jordan level talent at something, and that's what you need to find. And that's what you need to spend as much time as possible on until you're making money, you can invest back into your business and continue to grow. So let's look at social media. Great, pick one. Pick one, just pick one and crush it. Whether it's Twitter or Instagram or YouTube, whatever you think has the best combination of what you're good at. You know, so if you like making videos, YouTube's a great place to be. If you like writing, you can go on Twitter or Medium, right? Pick the one platform and then spend your time focused on that, because if I look at most of people's content, you look at your own content, look at what you're posting across these platforms. Are you proud of it? Would you follow you? Probably not for too many people. So stop wasting time posting mediocre garbage. And post quality in one spot and start to win there, and then leverage it, and then build a team, and then expand. Same thing with products and services and business lines. You can't do a great job servicing your customers, investing back to research and development, coming up with new ideas. You can't. Not if you're doing 18 businesses at the same time. I had a woman come out to my workshop when I was doing a tour, and this was her issue. She was in real estate and she was in network marketing and she was in 5 different business lines. She said, well, I need to diversify. Diversify what? You don't have anything yet. You're diversifying yourself out of a life, out of an income, out of a business. Where if you just had one super strong pillar that then won, you'll win. Now, the argument for diversification is, well, if one thing crumbles, you got something else. Great, but here's what people are missing. If YouTube crumbles, I'll take my skill set and go somewhere else. If my business crumbles, I'm still me. I'll take my skill set and move somewhere else. Look at Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They were on Vine. They crushed it on Vine. Top people on Vine. Vine closes down, right? Almost overnight, closes down. Great, they have a skill set. They come to YouTube and blow up and get millions of subscribers. If YouTube goes away, for me, my skill set is applicable to wherever people are going to watch video content next. If your business goes away, the skill set you've learned will go somewhere else. You haven't lost, you haven't forgotten how to do your thing. Diversification is only important when you don't know what you're doing. That's why it's a great investment strategy, because you can't control the company. If Google starts tanking because they have some lawsuit, you have no control over that. So yes, you need to diversify, right? If the US economy tanks, you should have a diversified portfolio because you can't control that. But when you can control it, when it's your business, I'm in the line of Andrew Carnegie, who was the richest human on the planet when he was alive. And he said, put all your eggs in one basket and then watch that basket.
If you want to have more motivations and confidence, check out our 254 series. The link is in the description below.
If you're doing work that you love, you're more likely to follow through. You're more likely to do it because it doesn't feel like work, because you love doing it.
The people who win work the hardest because they love what they do.
Create an outline and a schedule. What I found really helpful for me was to create an outline at the start.
Rule number 2, take action.
So I've got a 3-step process you can use to stay more focused and get your work done. Let's do it. Step number 1 is plan your procrastination power hour. You have to put it in your calendar. If it's not in your calendar, it's not going to get done. If you're just hoping that one day you magically get yourself, it's not going to happen. The things that you've been procrastinated on, the things that you're afraid to do, the things that will actually move the company forward that you've been sitting on, you have to put in your calendar. You've been procrastinating. It's not acceptable anymore. It's time to move on. 1 hour every day, dedicated, put it in procrastination power hour, and then make a list of all the things you've been procrastinating on. And that's the only thing you're allowed to work on in that hour. Don't check Facebook. Don't check your Instagram. Don't be answering phone calls. No interviews. Maybe you take a couple losses for your business. That's okay, because you're focused on something big that will catapult the company forward. Plan your procrastination power hour. Step number 2 is map your actions to your ambitions. So your actions have to map to your ambitions. What you say you want to do, what you say you want to accomplish, these goals, this vision, this great big thing that you have, that I know you have, because you're purpose driven. That's why you're watching this channel. You want to accomplish big things and have a big impact on the world. Great. What you say you want, are you doing the steps? Look at your calendar, pull it up, load it up. Take out your phone, pause this video, and load it up and see, what are you doing the next week? How are you gonna spend the next 7 days? Look at the tasks that you've assigned for yourself, the meetings you're gonna have, where you're gonna be blocking your time, what you're spending that valuable time you have on. Do your actions map to your ambitions? If you did the things that you say are in your calendar for the next week, will that help you move closer to your goals? Success is habits. Success is what you consistently do. You are what you consistently do. Now what happens in these one-off moments? You could watch a video, get all amped up and motivated and be on fire and work, but then you fall back to regular life. That's not gonna move the needle for your business. It's what you do consistently. So every week, it's looking at that calendar and saying, if I did this stuff, if I did these tasks, if I accomplished these things, I will move closer to achieving the life that I want and accomplishing the goals that I've set for myself. Your actions have to map to your ambitions. And step number 3 is chart your start. This is having a powerful morning routine that sets you up for success. I go through 5 S's every morning. The most important one is the 3rd one, which is soar, where I want to do the thing every day that makes me soar, that makes me feel like the work I do matters, that the thing that I do has meaning and value. Because I could have the greatest day of all time. Maybe I'm meeting an entrepreneur and it's just, it fills me up knowing that I helped them, but then I wake up tomorrow and it's like I'm starting over. Every day it feels like I'm starting over. And so you need that injection daily, and ideally first thing in the morning. So whatever the thing is for you, if it's watching these videos, amazing. I have one for you every morning. If it's a 254 series that I have around confidence or self-love or motivational speakers, all of that, great. Go sign up. It's free. You get it to your inbox at 5 a.m. Eastern, I think, every morning. If it's reading a book or listening to a podcast or doing an act of service and buy the coffee for the person behind you in line every day, whatever the thing is that makes you soar, soar. Like you're bold, confident, alive, capable of doing great things. When you believe in yourself that you can do something amazing, that's what I'm talking about. Making that consistent and putting it into your morning routine, because if you woke up every morning and did the thing that made you feel unstoppable, bold, confident, man, I guarantee you your life is going to look dramatically different 6 months, 12 months, 18 months down the line. You won't even recognize the person who you used to be, but you have to demand it from yourself by putting it into your morning routine. Chart your start.
Now I have a very special bonus clip from my husband Evan Carmichael that I think you're gonna enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from watching the video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1, what's the one thing that you need to focus on this week? Question number 2, What do you need to take action on today? Question number 3, how will you celebrate once you're done?
You haven't said that this is the thing. This is what I have to accomplish today. This is the mission that I am on and nothing is going to stop me. If you don't learn to focus on what's important to you, you'll never do important things and live your life reacting to what's important to other people instead. So I recently started a new business with one of my Thought Leadership Academy students, Jeremy. He came to my event last year. I was thinking about him on my tour this year and said, I want to start a business with Jeremy around YouTube consulting. I get asked a lot, hey Evan, can you check out my channel? Hey Evan, can I work with you? Hey Evan, can I hire you for XYZ? Looking at my channel, giving me ideas, mentoring, guiding me. And it's just not the business that I want to be in, but it is a business. And so I thought, Jeremy's going to come on board. He's going to do it. Now, when I recruited him and called him, he was not a YouTube expert. And I gave him the homework and said, listen, if you want to do this business together, it's got to be important to you. I'm halfway through my trip on my tour. I'm coming back in a month and a half. Here's what I need you to know by the end of the month and a half. And I gave him resources, I gave him videos, I gave him insights and analytics and said, you need to know all of this. Know all of this. And then when I come back, if you're ready, we'll start the business. And he did. He focused. He made it his priority. He knew nothing about this, and all of a sudden he became an expert by every day, all day long, grinding to learn. By researching everybody who is an expert at this, understanding their methodologies, their best practices, looking through all my videos, my thumbnails, my strategies, all the things that I've talked about in the past, digesting it, kind of like the Matrix, when Neo's in the Matrix and now he can learn Kung Fu, and now he learns how to fly a helicopter, all of that stuff. That's basically what he did. And when it came back in a month and a half, I put him to the test and said, hey, let's do 2 free calls. We'll take 2 people from my community and say, hey, free call, let's go. And he blew me away with how much he knew because he focused on it. Here's a guy who went from knowing almost zero to now being an expert to be able to really help give value to people. And now when we're looking at new people coming in, I barely have to do anything. Because he already knows what I'm going to say. He already knows. He's already done the work. He's done the research because he spent that time on focused effort. And this is where I think a lot of people feel like they're never going to win because you may not have had the expertise. You don't have the education. It doesn't take long to become an expert. It's just focused work that you're passionate about. Focused work. You could quickly become, in a matter of months, an expert at something if you just focus in on it and dedicate your life to that thing that you love. You can easily pass people who are experts at something who don't love their thing, but because you're willing to take it on, you're willing to absorb. Think about when you went to school. How much of the information you had in your head, but you had to read over the page 4 times. So you're at the same page 4, 5, 6 times because you got lost, you got distracted. That's not focused work because you don't love that thing. But when you love something, how much faster do you retain it? How much more enjoyable is the learning process? How much better are you really quickly because you love doing that thing? And so Jeremy got really good really quickly because he loved it, because he attacked it, because he focused on it, because he made it a priority, because he didn't say, well, I'll spend half an hour a week trying this new thing. No, that's not how you win.
If you want to know how to find your passion, check out the video next to me. I think you're gonna enjoy. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Is their number one goal is money.
Entrepreneurs don't have to be giant risk takers. Some entrepreneurs have to go all in. It's the only way they can operate.